John, it's already patented. So if you want to buy it, you just call me.
Good, good afternoon, or God ettermiddag. Welcome to the World Wheelchair Rugby European Championships for Division C, which is being held in Norway at Skien Fritidspark for the next 2 days. There will be 7 games in total, and our 2 referees with 30 seconds before tip-off are Dale Thompson from GB, who will be ref 1, and Daniel Weiss from Germany. And I'm told that these are the only 2 referees here, although they may get a sub in for one of the games later, but they are the only 2 official referees. One of the game commissioners may well step in to give them a break, otherwise they'd be doing 7 games each over 2 days, which is tough. So we have a match-up between South Africa in white on the left hand of your screen and Ireland, the wheels in green, just coming onto the court now. John McCarthy, number 2 there, coming into the picture, along with number 8, Jade Flynn Hurley. That looks like Jonathan Mulhall, number 15. And I think that's the new player, Daniel Volsky, number 14, who's going into the centre. South Africa, so both teams going high-low in their combination. South Africa starting with Okianka, 3.5. Number 15, Lucas Sitoli, number 4. And I think it's Metz van Wyk and Benny Erasmus. And South Africa straight into action through Okianka with the first try. That's a great start for them. Jonathan Mulhall bringing the ball away. This game should be a step up in pace and intensity from the first game of the morning. Oh, Lucas Sitoli almost, got a hand in there. And he's delighted with that interception, as you can see. But it'll still be a Ireland inbound from the sideline. Daniel Weiss, the referee, on the centre of your picture there, pointing to the right-hand side. And just see the score go up. South Africa 1, Ireland 0. John McCarthy with the inbound. Metz van Wyk trying to trap him on the line when he comes back onto the court. And double team on Jonathan Mulhall from Erasmus and Sitoli. So the ball comes into Jade Hurley. Bounced off Jade Flynn Hurley's chair, hit Benny Erasmus's chair and went into touch. So it's leaving the court by Okianka there, calls referee Dale Thompson, and South Africa's number 15 and vice chairman of their rugby board goes to the bin. Referee swap positions. Ireland should have a new 40 seconds on the clock. It was only showing 24. We've got the 40. That's good. So you'll see Dale Thompson wearing video glasses so he can track exactly what he's looking at and get some feedback. So Jonathan Mulhall gets the equalising try, and it's Benny Erasmus, the captain of the South African team, inbounds to Sitoli, showing good pace to get round Volsky there and just cruises to the line. So initially South Africa having an easy time to get to the line, Ireland having to put a little bit more work in, but it's very, very early doors. McCarthy with the inbound, the 30-year-old wheelchair rugby veteran. He's not 30, but he's been playing for 30 years. Mulhall has to resort to the long ball, but he finds Volsky. Anchor cuts him off and reaches in. That won't be the first time he reaches for the ball today, I'll guarantee you. And Volsky, the new player in the Ireland ranks, originally of Polish descent, but from Port Leash now. plays for the Laois Lions. And Sitoli gathers the ball, weaves in and out. Mulhall tried to stay with him, but couldn't in the end. Jonathan Mulhall, he used to play for the Laois Lions as well, but he now turns out for Leinster, a team that have won the Irish League. Oh, and that pass is intercepted by Oki Anker. This is the first turnover that's resulted in a contact before the whistle, says Daniel Weiss. So it's a white, I heard it's a white player, didn't know which one. But if Ireland have, if South Africa transgress with a further contact before the whistle in this half, they will have a player going to this. Totally great hands there to block that pass from Wolski. It'll be an inbound. Kira Staunton getting out of the way there. Wolski's got the ball, but the South African defence is trying to hold him in that corner, but Wolski does really well to break out before Sitoli stops him. Oh, just throws the ball back. That's a bit of a Hail Mary. Jade Flynn Hurley does well to gather it. The two-pointer. Used to be a 1-5, I think. Oh, and Wolski reaches out to gather that and hauls it in to narrow the deficit back to 1. So Erasmus, who didn't feature much in the first game against Norway, obviously saving his energy for the game against Ireland. And Sitoli just weaves his way through that green defence. So South Africa will be playing 3 games today, and Ireland playing just the 2. Wolski there, looking for support, trying to get his bounce in. Oh, can't get the pass away before he's driven into touch by Anker. That's strong play from the Tuks player. So another turnover. Oh, good work, a give and go. Well played indeed. Very neat play. So one of the Irish players is trapped and has asked to be the inbounder. So they'll make their way down to the court. It's Jonathan Mulhall. He was caught in a bad position. Gets the give and go from John McCarthy, but Sitoli meets him just outside the key, and again he's putting good pressure, forcing that long pass, which doesn't have the greatest percentage, but he gets it to to Jade Flynn Hurley. Oki Anker reaching in, flicking his hands at him. That's an often used tactic on players with CP, and it works for Sitoli there. He gathers, he had a storming game when he came on against Norway late on in the proceedings, and he's picked up where he left off. Really good to see. Veteran player for South Africa, and at Paris 2024, the Paralympics, won a bronze medal in the doubles wheelchair tennis, so a multi-talented double international. Daniel Wolski pulls one back for the wheels in green, but they're trailing by 7-4 at the moment. Oki Anker bringing it away. Oh, easily gets round the Irish defence. Waits for his players to try and get position. You can see some of the Norwegian players there looking on, in particular watching the Irish team, because they'll be playing them next at 3 o'clock local time. Sorry, 4 o'clock local time. 3 o'clock GMT. Volsky doing very well for a man in his first international. He's a 3.5 player, so he's the highest point player for the Irish team. Sitoli just getting some running repairs. Players can ask the referees for an equipment timeout, and they get, if that's granted, they get given a minute in which to make the necessary repairs. If they can't do it, coach has the option to use a timeout to give them more time, or they can substitute the player, and then that's the only timer you can have a substitution after an equipment pull. Anker picks it up, eases his way past the Irish defenders. Mulhall sticks with Sitoli, and nobody bothers to challenge Oki Anker. He last played for South Africa back in 2015 at WWRC in London. Tournament I was also lucky enough to be at. Oh, almost got a hand in there, Anker. Oh, but he did. Oh, and he must have knocked it onto the Irish player because he's got the turnover. That's a very good piece of play. It's a high-risk piece of play. And it looks like the buzzer's gone. So we're probably going to have some substitutions. Just see the low point players, the two 0.5s, John McCarthy and Mets van Wyk, having a little bit of a tussle. Ball comes in. Anker avoids the attentions of Volsky. And it's 10-6 to South Africa. Very promising start for them. And on to the Irish team has come Ciara Staunton. 3 years ago at the European qualifying tournament, she wasn't able to attend because at the time she was 38 weeks pregnant. So the Irish team still had two other female players at that time. Oh, Sitoli with a big hit, but he can't stop Jonathan Mulhall. So Ciara Staunton's come on for Ireland. Not sure if John McCarthy I can see still there, and Ciara will take the inbound after Oki Anker scores. So we've still got that high-low combination, and Ireland able to field the extra functionality of Ciara Staunton there, because they have the added advantage. Foul by Oki Anker reaching in, and he made contact with the player. So that's 30 seconds in the penalty box for Oki Anker, illegal use of hands. John McCarthy's going over there to put a trap on the box. He won't have to serve the full 30 seconds if Ireland score before that time. So there's two ways of him getting out. Either Ireland score within 30 seconds, or he comes out on a try release. But if South Africa give away a penalty try, no, so they've scored, and Anker will be allowed out of the penalty box. We can't see him, but I suspect John McCarthy has put a trap on him. Yes, he certainly has. Oh, Sitoli almost tipping over there, but he managed to regain his balance. He just waits to see if his team can get position. So Ciara Staunton again puts the inbound from Wicklow. Oh, Sitoli got a hand in there. Picked the pocket of Daniel Volsky. This guy is having an absolutely storming start to the tournament. So John McCarthy appears to have let Okianka go. And he gets the ball from Kira Staunton. She brings it downfield. A 2-point player playing in a defensive chair. We do see that from time to time. Same as we see the odd 1.5 player like Petr Oppenauer of the Czech Republic who use an offensive chair. Oh, totally, with an arm in again. Oh, but they're not able to regather it. You can see a water bottle in the penalty box on the South African side there. That's so that they can refresh themselves, because nobody is allowed to take water or refreshments to players once they're in the penalty box, unless it's there before the start of the game. So South Africa, well acquainted with the rules and very well organised. A hand in from Benny Erasmus now. So South Africa trying to get those turnovers, conceding a couple of fouls. So illegal use of hands. Referees will swap positions. We've got substitution call. Ireland are making a substitution. Off goes Daniel Volsky. And on comes number 25, Chris Maneely, a young man from Belfast who plays for the Ulster Barbarians. And he gets the ball straight away. You can see Anker just poised there with the hand trying to get the... but he then, with Erasmus, concede another foul. So Erasmus will come out as Ireland score their 8th try. Erasmus will be released from the penalty box. He won't take the inbound. Sitoli will take that. He gets it to Anker and takes the return pass and has the pace to go around the outside. But Maneely, who loves the contact and the aggression of this sport, tried his very best to get back and stop the try, but to no avail on this occasion. Kira Staunton getting the pass in on the run to Chris Maneely, and now leading out for him, but he takes the wider route, and Sitoli also in there with a hand. And it's forced the pass to go to Okianka. He and Sitoli in this high-low partnership are playing very, very well. South Africa in their earlier game this morning started off with a very balanced lineup of 2.5, 1.5 and 2 2s. But we may see that lineup later in the game, as the guys on court need a bit of a breather. John McCarthy trying to get on the end of it. He can't. Oh, Sitoli just plucks it off the floor. Gets it away to Anker, the electrician from Pretoria. Oh, and Sitoli's taken a tumble, just rode up. Okay, so this is what we call a fallen player. The mechanics will come on, they'll put a mat down to protect the floor, and they'll right him. So South Africa they've interrupted their own possession. So the 40-second clock stays on whatever it is. If it had been an Ireland player that had gone to the floor, then South Africa would have had a new 40 seconds, because Ireland would have been deemed to have interrupted the South African possession. But Sitoli's fine. Yeah, Daniel Weiss showing a duty of care and just checking. Now the mechanics called into duty for Mets van Wyk, who recently got married and needs some attention to his equipment. Anker and Sitoli there, the 2 high point players, just having a quick conflab. They're going very, very well. Okay, with Ireland keying up, they're going to run a set play to attack this key defence. They'll start it at a predetermined time. And Ireland have got 2 in the key and 2 outside the key at the moment. Kira Staunton doing a good job holding that 8 seconds in the key, I hear, called by Daniel Weiss. So one of the South African attackers there, guilty of staying in the Irish key for too long. Timeout's called. Timeout by Green. So Green getting a good turnover there. And Alan Lynch, their coach, former international player himself, calls a timeout. So after a timeout, the inbound always goes to the other side, to this side of the court. Okay, so we must be in the last minute of the game. We don't have a clock, I'm afraid. So if you take a timeout in the last minute of any quarter, you're allowed to advance the ball into the front court. It's something that the USA have been doing domestically for the last 7 years, and they brought it in as a trial rule. Oh, they only had literally seconds left, so weren't able to benefit from that. And at the end of the first quarter, South Africa with a strong lead of 15-8, which is really good. That compares to their previous game against Norway, where they were 12-6. In the lead after the first quarter, so a much tighter quarter against Norway. In that game, they eventually ran out 70-22. I don't think we're going to see a score of that magnitude in this game, but South Africa have started their return to international rugby really, really well. They were previously in the Asia-Oceania zone, but have moved to the European zone because of the time zone situation. They're on exactly the same time zone as European Central Time. So there's no jet lag. Even though they've got a 12-hour flight, they're not crossing any time zones. So that makes a massive difference when you've got to travel all over the world to tournaments. If they were competing in Asia-Oceania, they'd be crossing numerous time zones, and that makes a massive difference in players' ability to recover and be ready for competition after those flights. So a very shrewd move. The other advantage for them is that they will they'll start off in Division C. If they progress to Division B, which on the evidence so far looks entirely possible, then they'll get another international competition next year. So it's going to give them plenty of opportunities for international competition and a much greater chance of getting to the Paralympics at some point in the future. None of the three teams here at the moment have any world ranking points. So none of them, they all are ranked outside of the top 26 in the world at the moment, all on 0 points. So it's Ireland's inbound, as they didn't gain possession at the tip-off. So Ireland with a chance to cut the deficit. Jonathan Mulhall with the ball. Oh, good work there by Ciara Staunton, driving Mets van Wyk deeper into his key to secure that corner for Jonathan Mulhall to exploit. But South Africa hits straight back. Oki Anka adding to his tally. Ciara Staunton, nice to see some wheels on her chair, because they didn't turn up when their flight arrived. They literally only arrived this morning. 12 seconds violation. Ireland didn't get the ball over the halfway within the 12 seconds allowed. So it'll be Benny Erasmus inbounding to Oki Anka. So yes, Ciara Staunton, to pick up that story again, had to have her chair checked yesterday using somebody else's wheels. As South Africa make it, I think that's 17-9 now. Yep, that's what we've got on the scoreboard as Jade Flynn Hurley brings it away, plays for the Rebel Wheelers from Cork. She's one of 2 Rebel Wheelers in this Irish team, the other one being John McCarthy. Chris Maneely with the ball now, CP athlete. Was at one point, I believe, a 3-point player. His classifications come down to a 2-5. Which, again, South African hand in there, Sitoli in there, freed the ball up. And I think it was it must have been Anchor. That's a spin foul called on Chris Maneely. He will go to the penalty box. Could have been very close to a flagrant foul, that, which would have earned him 3 penalties. Unless, so Dale Thompson there saying green, number 25, and a spinning foul. And Chris Maneely will be in the bin. I think what saved him from, looks like they've awarded the penalty try. Or no, they haven't awarded the penalty try. It is going to be a sideline. The way Kira Staunton was lining up there, I thought for a moment there might have been a penalty try awarded. But South Africa now have the power play. Sitoli outpaces the defence, and Chris Maneely will be allowed back onto the court. Oh no, Maneely making another error of judgment, tries to get a hand in there. But the Northern Irishman not able to stop South Africa from racking up another try. He's on the ball again now. He's close to that halfway. He's got to watch it. Sitoli. What a game this guy is having. And Jonathan Mulhall there just stealing the ball off Oki Anker's arm as he pulled it back to make the pass. But this is the man of the moment for me. Lucas Sitoli, a brilliant doubles wheelchair tennis player as well, having won bronze in Paris. Gets the pass to his fellow high pointer, Oki Anker, vice chairman of the South African board. 4 defenders in the key. The last one to enter was number 25, Chris Maneely. No, it was Jonathan Mulhall who was deemed to be the transgressor. So he goes to the bin. 4 defenders are not allowed in the key. It's a maximum of 3 defenders in the key at any one time. Great pass from Erasmus. Sitoli scores, bringing up South Africa's 20th try. And Jonathan Mulhall comes out of the bin. Almost another intercept there from Sitoli. We can see Seamus Flaherty there in the background, the team manager for Ireland. Not quite sure who got that. I think it must have been come off a South African hand or chair, because the referees are maintaining their positions. Dale Thompson from GB still a trail ref. He's taken off those video glasses. That's interesting. Perhaps he was struggling a little bit with them. I've never seen the like of those before. But Chris Manili scores. I know Dave Woods, the evaluator from GB, who's evaluating this game and I think doing all the evaluations for all the games. He was also he was telling me that they were getting Dale to get some feedback on exactly where he was looking during the game. Make sure that when he was lead referee, he was looking off the ball. As we see a rare error from South Africa in this half. So Ireland with the opportunity to cut the deficit to a mere 10 tries through Mulhall, very experienced player, been playing around 12 years, and yeah, doesn't risk any passes, holds on to the ball. Sorry, yeah, it's 2011. Sitoli then just breezes down the court. Mulhall double teamed. Erasmus with his arm over the top wasn't able to stop Mulhall getting the pass away to Manili, who protects the ball from Anchor very well. Anchor takes the inbound and wants to look for that long pass down the court to Sitoli. What a great play. Yeah, when you've got two high pointers, they can combine like that, and that was a real heads up play from Anchor. Spotted Sitoli was down court, knew that if he took a quick inbound, Ireland hadn't had time to transition and pick up Sitoli, and therefore the long pass was on. And when you're a 3-5, you've got the functionality to get that ball half the length of the court. That's not going to be the same from a low point player. Manili, tried to get it away, but as so many have seen before them, it's a green ball at the sideline. People shouting white ball, green ball, but it was definitely off Lucas Sitoli. He plays his rugby for the Mandeville Club, coached by Ilan Guest. Oh, big hit from Benny Erasmus on Jade Flynn Hurley. She gets it back. There's 2v2 at this end of the court at the moment. With the time's running, and the 40-second clock has run out. Great defence by South Africa. Ireland unable to score within their allotted 40 seconds. So South Africa take over once again. I love these sleeves that Erasmus and Sitoli are wearing. Has that Anchor got them as well? Yeah, with the South African flag. I think they're really smart. And we're up to 23-12. Nice inbound from Staunton. Anchor having a swipe at the ball on Mulhall's lap. Unsuccessful on that occasion. But Ireland have got to really guard that ball. Manili in good position, making himself available. And Mulhall gets the pass to him. So almost a late buzzer, but just in time. So I suspect that's a coach timeout that's been requested. We'll find out from who. I suspect it's from Ireland because South Africa have remained. Yep. So timeout, green. I hear Dale Thompson saying, and it's Daniel Weiss walking up the court to swap positions with Dale Thompson. So with not so many timeouts in the game now, there are less opportunities for the referees to swap positions. They will swap after timeouts, fouls and held balls. And sometimes if they'll do it if it makes sense of where they're positioned and saves time. Usually down in the corner of the court. So we're just waiting for Ireland to return and see if there have been any substitutions made. South Africa might also take the opportunity to make substitutions, but seeing Van Wyk there, that tells me they haven't. Or I'd be very surprised if they have taken Okianka off. So Ciara Staunton and Jade Flynn Hurley both on, meaning Ireland's total classification can reach 10 points as Okianka scores once more. So Ireland actually have 9.5 points on court, but they could, if they were able or wanted to, have the full 10. They could bring Daniel Wolski on, but the ball's overthrown there. South Africa, who've made no changes so far. This is a similar pattern to Gary Bernard's tactic in the first game, but it was with a different lineup. So Okianka taking the scenic route there. He was almost over halfway, but had to turn back. And he's going to try and get the ball to Benny Erasmus, another veteran from London in 2015. Also plays for the Tuks club. He restores Land Rovers for a living, and is brother-in-law to Jared McIntyre, one of the other South African players who played a lot of minutes in that first half. First game. Okianka in there, he can't stop himself from reaching. Good work from Jade Flynn Hurley there. But and it's 3v2. Ciara, oh, great chair position there from Ciara Staunton, wheeling backwards to make Sitoli have to go further and allow Manili in to score. But the pace of Sitoli here and Anka has been troubling the Irish defence all day so far. So 26-14. The score. Manili with the pass to Mulhall. Erasmus hasn't got the pace to stop him, even with that pick bar on the front of his chair. Oh, Jade Flynn Hurley picks that one up, but Sitoli's in there with a swipe. It'll still be an Irish ball. So 4 of this Irish team played here in Sheehan 3 years ago in that European qualifying tournament. So they'll know the setup and will be comfortable in their surroundings, and then they've got quite a few new players as well. Different coach as well in Alan Lynch. So South Africa in that key defence. Ciara Staunton trying to get the corner, and Mulhall able to glide past Van Wyk. Gets the try. Anka again with the long ball, and Sitoli's got the pace to get onto it. Manili can't stay with him. Both 3-point players, but Sitoli certainly had the sets the pace on that occasion. Sorry, Manili's a 2-5 now. He was a three-point player. But it's with Ireland's three-pointer now, Jonathan Mulhall. So, and again, Kira Staunton having a super game on that corner. It's done really well and opened up a channel for tries to be scored. Anchor again with the long pass. And Erasmus making himself available. Oh, big roar from Gary Bernard, the coach, and his team as their captain scores. Sounds like there's timeout being called. Ireland looking to advance the ball, using up their last timeout. So we're into the last minute. I can see that the 40-second clock is off. So we've got less than 40 seconds on the clock. And Ireland have advanced the ball into the South African backcourt. Oh, but he's overthrown it. So South Africa will have the inbound. No, they're going to use the timeout as well. And they're going to advance it into the front court. It's Erasmus by the looks. Is it Erasmus who's going to take the... Sitoli's already there in the key, got great position. Anchor with the strong arm is going to be looking for Sitoli. Going to launch it into that key. High ball. Erasmus gets it first. There were literally seconds left. So neither team able to convert on that on those two special plays, but it's South Africa who have a 28-17 lead. So an improved quarter from Ireland there. It was actually 13-9 in that quarter to South Africa as opposed to 15-8. So at the half, still South Africa in control. And we'll see what the second half brings. It'll be, I think it will be South African ball at the start of the third quarter. We'll have to wait and see. But we've got a 5-minute break. There's 4 minutes left of that now. So go and put the kettle on. Grab yourself a bite to eat or whatever you need to do, and come back, and we'll be here in a few minutes' time. Look forward to you rejoining me, Simon Starr. So, welcome back to the second half of this European Division C matchup between South Africa and Ireland. The team in white, South Africa, against the Wheels in green, are leading by 28-17. And as I thought it would be, it is a South Africa inbound at the start of this third quarter. And right from the get-go, they score again. And looks like they've got exactly the same lineup as they had the whole of the first half. And they've got an interception straight away. Oki Anker picking up that loose pass and getting it to his high point colleague, Lucas Sitoli. So South Africa have been investing a lot into their wheelchair rugby program in recent times. They've had a number of GB and World Wheelchair Rugby personnel over there to train referees, coaches, and to work with the players, as we're just waiting on this equipment timeout. So Alan Dodds there, the mechanic for Ireland, just putting a repair onto Daniel Wolski's chair, number 14, back on court. So Ireland don't have the services of Conor Connolly, who I believe was didn't make it through the classification process, which is a real shame. He'll have come out here with great expectations as Wolski's pass is batted down by Sitoli, and he continues doing what he's done all game. Absolutely outstanding play. Oh no, there's no stopping this guy. Oh, McCarthy just can't get those. The pass is passed. He shakes his fist in triumph, and well he might. That's just phenomenal play. In a very short space of time, South Africa up, five tries already since the start of the. And another one. They're really putting Ireland to the sword at the moment. Ireland have got to come up with an answer, and that answer might be Jonathan Mulhall taking the inbound, but Anker is blocking the pass to Manili, so he has to use McCarthy for a give and go, the man who's also represented Ireland at track and field, and also at the World Championships in 2018, but Ireland again cough it up, and Oki Anker again finds Sitoli. And we go back to McCarthy taking the inbounds, asking his players to. Wolski takes the ball. Manili's trying to make himself available. McCarthy's got it back. That was a great pass from Wolski. Manili takes it off him. So Alan Patterson. There, number 11. I think I may have mistakenly said Mulhall earlier, but he's having a rest. And Sitoli takes it away yet again. 36-17. Wow. That's 8 tries without reply at the start of this third quarter, and they could have another one as Anker comes up. That reset button on the 40-second clock's going to be taking a battering. Oki Anker on the score sheet this time. his two daughters will be very proud to see that. Wolski fighting his way through the traffic. Oh. But he's got a puncture for his troubles, I think. So the two South African players have to give him at least a metre. We've got a buzzer. I suspect that's for substitutions. Oh no, timeout called. So Teresa Deneen comes out to replace the wheel for Daniel Wolski. She's going to, because they've called a timeout in the second half, it's she's able to wheel him back. So Teresa's brother Alan Deneen not in the team. I saw him earlier this year back in Dublin in March when we were doing some training with some of the Irish referees, and he wasn't at full fitness. He was struggling a bit, so it's a shame he hasn't been able to make it out here. But Leggy, as he's known to everybody worldwide in wheelchair rugby, is a great, tenacious little player from Ireland, and it would have been great to have seen him out here, particularly with Conor Connolly not getting classified. So the Irish team had to do a lot of fundraising to get themselves here. The Irish Wheelchair Association gave them great support, but they still had to, they all had GoFundMe pages and were putting out a lot of appeals. So John McCarthy with the inbound. And Daniel Wolski picks it up. Now that his wheels are repaired, gets his bounce in there, finds John McCarthy, and gets it. Oh, the return doesn't go to hand. And it's that man Sitoli again. I wonder whether Gary Bernard, the high performance director from South Africa Wheelchair Rugby, will be thinking about ringing the changes at some point, maybe for the final quarter, to give these guys a rest, because they do have another game tonight at 7:30. The second match against Norway. So he'll want to keep them fresh for that. Doesn't matter how fit you are. Three games of international rugby in one day is going to really take it out of you. John McCarthy gets, again, so many passes just being intercepted or batted away. And we do have South African substitutions. We saw there Jared McIntyre, a recently married player. One of two recently married players in the South African team. Also Metz van Vick. I don't think they got married to each other. Ireland come away again. They're into the South African half. And Manili gets it to Wolski. And at last a try in the second half for the Irish team. Might be another equipment call that we can't quite see. So Jeff Yates is on. I swear Gary Bernard's listening to my commentary. That's twice I've mentioned. I thought he was going to make substitutions, and then moments later he has done. It's usually the curse of the commentator, but on this occasion it certainly isn't. But so Sitoli and Erasmus remain on, but Yates and McIntyre leaving the court. Okay, so John McCarthy with that line trap that forced Benny Erasmus back over his own try line means Ireland get a rare turnover. And at 39-18, they need all the turnovers they can get. Manili with the ball. Four in the key. So Jeff Yates, guilty of transgressing.
White, 9. 4 in the key.
So he'll be in there until Ireland score, or 30 seconds, whichever is the sooner. South Africa was still with 3 defenders, because when Erasmus left the court, it became a turnover rather than a visit to the penalty box for him. Oh, no. Don't believe how many times Ireland have got to find a way to get the ball round or past this guy. So we might see Jeff Yates being released on time rather than Ireland's try scoring. Manili looking to get down court. Oh, Erasmus hitting Manili behind the axle, but not with enough force to make it dangerous or for a spin foul. Yeah, Yates was back on court, so although Ireland did score, he did get released on the 30 seconds time. Yeah, you can see him there trapped. Now that's McIntyre scoring for South Africa, as he did with regularity against Ireland. He played a lot of minutes in that first game this morning. South Africa finished that game round about 10:30-ish, and then we're back on court at 12:30, so very little turnaround time. So, a rare 12-second violation, I suspect, by South Africa, giving Ireland the opportunity to return Mulhall and Flynn Hurley to the fray. So off goes Volsky. Okay, we also had another equipment to call for Erasmus. So a bit more of a balanced lineup now with South Africa. Sorry, it was Ireland who failed to get out of their half, of course. It's South African ball from the sideline. So they've got 3 points, 2 points, 2 points, and 0.5. Sorry, Erasmus is the 1 point player, so they've got a full 8 points on court. As Ireland bring it away. Oh, Flynn Hurley almost gets it, but Jonathan Mulhall does. Sitoli trying to go underneath the pack, leaves the court. Acknowledges his mistake with the referee, turnover ball. So Ireland now with 20 tries on the board will look to add to that tally. Mulhall loved this sport from day one of trying it. He was injured back in 2012 and has been playing for 12 years. I suspect he saw the sport during his rehab process and immediately fell in love with it. Dale Thompson loses patience with South Africa for not coming to take the inbound straight away, delaying the game. Oh, and that pass overthrown. So it'll be Ireland ball at the corner with the score 42-21. So Ireland made the World Championships back in 2018. They were held in Sydney that year. Oh, that's a great pass from Jade Flynn Hurley to Jonathan Mulhall. He's looking for support from John McCarthy. Doesn't require it though. And yeah, sadly, since those heady days of 2018, Ireland have slipped down the rankings and have found themselves competing in both of the last two Division C competitions. The last one being in Italy, in Lignano Sabbiadoro, back in 2023, which was a 4-team tournament on that occasion. Italy, Austria, Sweden and Ireland. Sweden came second in Division B this year and are now up into Division A, which is a huge transformation. Courtesy of some of their play, they were fourth in Division C 2 years ago, and are now back into Division A with the return of some key players. As we see a rare interception from Ireland, Daniel Volsky getting the ball to Mulhall. He looks to see if his players are in position. So a little flurry of scores from Ireland, which is great to see. Great pass from McIntyre, the former elite gymnast, who gets the ball over the top to Sitoli. Ireland are going to struggle to get this ball over halfway. 28 seconds, down to 27 on the clock. And so they don't get it over halfway within the 12 seconds, and it's a South African turnover. Erasmus gets the ball in. Chairman of South Africa Wheelchair Rugby now. Has been in that position for around about a year. Penalty try awarded by Dale Thompson. And South Africa up to 45. Jade Flynn Hurley out, gets out the, oh, just caught the line with a wheel. Jade won best in class at that tournament in Italy in 2023. No try. Jared McIntyre had left the court. So it's Ireland ball from the sideline. As often happens, you get a turnover and then you give it straight back. Not quite sure what's happening. Maybe somebody's chair's falling apart. I suspect it's Jade Flynn Hurley's. She may need to be substituted. Yes. Maybe it's a caster that's come off. I saw Daniel Weiss picking something up off the floor. So he shows to his partner, Dale Thompson, that a substitution's been required. So So he gets the inbound away. Cheers of "Go on, Johnny" from the Irish bench as Mulhall takes them up to 25. Oh, and hit great. Wow, now was that a legal hit? I think that might well have been behind the axle. And I'm not seeing Daniel Weiss or Dale Thompson take Jonathan Mulhall to the penalty bin. So that was a legal hit, a crunching hit on the South African player. Pretty sure that's, is that, yeah, it's Jared McIntyre. Sporting a new haircut, as are many of the players new to international competition for South Africa. Part of an initiation ceremony. I saw Okianka running amok with a set of clippers earlier in the week, and as a consequence, all the debutants have lovely new haircuts that I'm sure they're proud to, and that's the end of the quarter. The buzzer goes. South Africa maintain their lead, 45-26. So, very similar in the end to the previous quarter, 13-9 in that. But South Africa started with something like 8 tries without reply from Ireland. So Ireland certainly did very well to claw it back. So we're looking at the table on the graphic there. As we can see, South Africa, by virtue of having beaten Norway this morning, head the table. Norway at the bottom, and Ireland, obviously we haven't got the current result in there. But if this gap is maintained, South Africa will have 4. And then Ireland and Norway will battle it out at 12:30 to see who can register the first points on the table. But, South Africa certainly building up a very strong differential. So each team plays the other twice in round robin format, and then the 2 top teams will battle it out in the final on Saturday at 4 o'clock, which I'm sure you'll be looking forward to, and I hope you'll be able to join us there. So at the start of quarter 4, it will be Irish ball with the possession arrow. So South Africa are already moving down. I can see, I think a change of personnel for South Africa. I think Bongmandla Khumalo, their 1-point player, has come onto court. Try and see who else is on. So Kira Staunton with the inbound for Ireland. She finds Alan Patterson. For some reason they're not going the way they should be. Okianka picks it up. Ireland, well, almost dithering there. Khumalo just shepherding Okianka over the line. So Declan Norton, the 2-point player from Kildare, is on, making his debut in international competition. Come on, Decky, you hear the cries from him. He gets the pass away, but 12 seconds had elapsed. Manili couldn't get the ball over, so it's Jeffrey Yates with the inbound to Okianka. So by my reckoning, we're now at 47-26 as South Africa, through Jeff Yates, pick up a Another loose ball. A board member for South Africa Wheelchair Rugby lays it off to Okianka, and we're up to 48. Again, a strong start at the beginning of the quarter from the team in white, and they're pressurising Manili, and that pressure pays off. South Africa making sure they got their transition in nice and early. Declan Norton on the ball there now. Plays for the Leinster team. Gets his bounce in. Yeah, but he's held by Khumalo. The ball's bouncing around. I think it's ended up back in the hands of Norton, who's only been playing for 1.5 years, and Kira Staunton showing good wheels. Gets a tap from behind the ankle by Okianka, but it's not deemed to be dangerous, so no foul call. Big pass from Okianka down court, finds Jeff Yates. And Morne Mulder there giving an assist, the 1-5. Plays for Mandeville. Norton looking for a receiver. Ball hadn't been touched before the 8 seconds elapsed. So it'll be South Africa ball from the corner. So team has 8 seconds in which to inbound the ball. So it must be touched by a player or a chair on court within that 8 seconds. If the ball's still in the air when the 8 seconds elapses, then the turnover is called. The whistle goes. And Okianka gets in at the corner. Good work by Khumalo. And again, South Africa score. They really are racking up the tries. 70 in their first match against Norway, and they're over 50 now against Ireland. Manili, oh, Chris Manili, remember where you are. You can't do that on the halfway line. So that's called an over and back, or a back. Technically, it's called a backcourt violation. You take the ball into the front court and then you bring it back over the halfway line, back into your backcourt. Similar rule exists in basketball and wheelchair basketball, as Jeff Yates scores for South Africa. And again, the ball doesn't go to hand. Ireland struggling in the same way that Norway did, which is testament to the pressure that South Africa are putting them under. It's a strong press. Ball comes in, that's a great pass. Okianka trying to free himself using his core there, and he gets over the line. That core is such a crucial thing in wheelchair rugby. Players with core have so much more function and ability. It gives them so much more than players who haven't got it. Some spinal column injuries that are not complete injuries do have an element of core, and that can make a big difference to them. As South Africa get another turnover, and Okianka takes it to the line, or he will do in a second or so. Kira Staunton with the inbound. This is 9th tournament in an international vest, and Jeff Yates there, guilty of taking a swipe at the ball, but only making contact with the arm of Chris Manili. And A great visual there of Dale Thompson signalling to the penalty timekeeper. White, 9, illegal use of hands. That'll go down as a common foul on the penalty record sheet. And again, we see those white arms getting in. Oh, right. Fallen player called, so I think we're having a conflab between the two referees because I don't think Dale saw anything amiss from his angle, so he's just checking with I don't know whether the South... Oh, it is being classed as spin foul by Declan Norton. So it's an offensive foul because Ireland were in possession at the time. Although they didn't have the ball in their hands, it was still their team possession. So it becomes a turnover to South Africa. Morne Mulder with the inbound, number 8. His uncle, Yappy, played for South Africa in the Rugby World Cup in 1995. And South Africa score yet again. Ciara Staunton with the inbound. So Oki Anker halts her progress. You see that Alan Patterson there getting chair position. But Anker got the hand in. Can't stop Manili. Well played. The young man from Belfast. Oh, big throw down court from Oki Anker, trying to find Jeff Yates, but it came off Staunton's chair, so it'll still be South African ball, and we're going to have the first show in this game of Clyde Holland, former chairman of South Africa Wheelchair Rugby, 2.5 player from the Mandeville Club. And he gets the ball. Played 10 years ago in London at the Copper Box in WWRC 15. And on his first possession, he scores. Again, pressure from South Africa. Ireland have to resort to the long pass over the top. Manili, has he got the wheels? No, couldn't quite get it. Throws his arms up in frustration. But he's such a lovely chap, picks the ball up and passes it to the referee. Frustrated, but still a great sportsman. Love to see that. Jared McIntyre taking it all the way to the line. Oh, Alan Patterson with the give and go to Ciara Staunton. Alan from Belfast plays for the Barbarians. Been playing for 6 or 7 years as Chris Manili gets on the score sheet again. South Africa get the ball back in play nice and quickly, bringing it away with McIntyre. And South Africa with the more balanced midpoint lineup here. McIntyre scores. This is the lineup that started the game against Norway for South Africa, and it was only the high pointers came on towards the end of that. 8 seconds, no dribble. Declan Norton realising that international rugby is a lot tougher than the domestic game. South Africa managing the clock. Clyde Holland taking it there. Oh, Unusual for him. He's usually a precision passer. Possibly a bit of a miscommunication with the receiver there. But a deny press from the South African team there. Trying to keep Ireland penned in this corner. But good work from Ciara Staunton, and with help from Alan Patterson there. And again, he turns his chair into that of McIntyre. But he gets on the end of it. And Alan Patterson made his debut 3 years ago for Ireland in that qualifying tournament in 2022. Oh, a rare mistake there. South Africa losing the ball. Went behind the back of Jeff Yates, who runs the Adaptive Sports Fund. He's the owner of that company. Ciara Staunton gets the ball into Chris Maneely. South Africa in a key defence with just one player out, Clyde Holland. He can't go back into the key because only 3 are allowed. Eight seconds, no dribble is the call. So Ireland working hard to score, but just not able to break down that wall of white. McIntyre with a good block there, but I don't think Jeff Yates actually needed it. And I think that's up to 60-30. Wow, another strong performance from this South African team, who I think they're probably performing better now than they did in 2015 in London. Declan Norton not able to get on the end of that. Does well, yes. Forces Jared McIntyre to change direction. And it's often just making some player change direction. That hitting the chair and turning the chair, making it difficult for them to get the pass away or link up with other players. That's sometimes all that's needed. Ciara Staunton, who calls this a great, fast, hard-hitting game. One of 4 Leinster players in the team. Been playing for 18 years. As Jared McIntyre brings the ball away. Oh, uncharacteristic loose pass. But Ireland will be grateful of the respite. You can hear the instructions being shouted in from the South African bench. Alan Patterson is met by McIntyre. And Ireland, for all their efforts, don't think beat the 12 seconds. It's the referee's count. So the referee starts their 12-second count when the team has full possession. So if the ball bounces around or is juggled for a few seconds, you can't always go by the clock. Again, I think South Africa just touching the line there, so it's an Irish ball. So you often hear people screaming 12 seconds when they see the clock at 28. But if the referee's count didn't start until the clock was on 37, because the ball bobbled around for 3 seconds, then they've got until 25 to get over halfway. So there's only a few seconds left in this game, I think. Ireland score. Okay. Sounds like a coach's timeout called by South Africa. Dale Thompson hot foots it down court. He'll have had to pass a fitness test prior to this tournament. So team can advance the ball into the front quarter in the last minute of a quarter using a timeout. So it's still South African ball. Can't be long on the clock. No, no time at all, in fact. And that's the final score, 61 to South Africa, 31 to the Wheels in Green. I thought that was going to be a much tighter competition, but South Africa are really growing into their return to international competition, which is great to see. And yeah, they're playing well, but there's a long way to go in this tournament. We're 2 games in out of 7. I hope you've enjoyed the first 2 games of the day. South Africa triumphing in both, topping the table with 4 points. They'll get a rest now. They can relax until they have to go again at 7:30 when they play Norway again, as the teams greet each other after the game, tell each other how well they played, thank the referees and the table officials. Ireland have got to do it all again at 4 o'clock when they meet Norway. And if you go by the scores, so South Africa beat Norway 70-22 and then Ireland 61-31. We could have a good competition between Norway and Ireland this afternoon. I do hope so. I hope you'll join me, Simon Starr, for what will be the 3rd game of the day, and keep tuning in to the live stream. Thanks for your company. Take care until 4 o'clock. Cheerio.